Or maybe I
Well,
just
hold
don't have
on
my
for a minute,
PlayStation.
Mo. Okay. I was just about to say, I didn't mean. Okay.
Yeah, let me know when you see it. It should be live now.
Should be live now.
Yep.
Don't see it yet.
Yep. Look like it should be up now. All right, Max, go ahead and do your intro because it's live.
Is it?
Oh,
Is
yeah.
it? You,
Oh, yeah.
you sure we live?
Oh, yeah.
Hold on for a minute. Let me see. Oh yeah, we are live. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Play by Play Tech. I'm your host, Max Chambers, followed by my other host, Mom Dog Gaming.
What's happening?
What is going on?
So, yeah, technical difficulties here.
Yeah. I was like, Mo was going all in on this Xbox headset, and I was just like, I think we're frozen. And
Well,
Mo was like, "What you talking about?"
I may have to go back, because I don't know how much everybody heard, but I guess I could share my experience. So
yeah, hold on. I'm looking through everything right now. I'm making sure that we're still good.
we should be good.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Hold on for a minute. Yeah, we're live. Okay, all right.
You good now? You got it together?
Yeah, take that. All right, let's go.
I mean, hey,
We're good.
So I was kind of, before everything went bad, I was kind of explaining the headset. So I do have him here. I want to show in the camera. So that's the wrong side. There's the Xbox side.
Hold on for a minute. Where's my Xbox headset? Oh, that's right. Microsoft messed up. Boom, on my pre-order.
Go ahead and give him a short summary of what happened, Max.
All right. So this is the messed up part. So I pre-ordered my headset before Moan pre-ordered his headset. He pre-ordered from Best Buy. I pre-ordered from the source, Xbox. I pre-ordered it February 18th. They took my money out. And it said everything is good. I got the order number. So, today is Wednesday. Yesterday came during the day. You text me and said, "Man, I got my headset." And I was like, "Really?" And I was like, "I think mine's coming in Thursday." And I was like looking at it. I didn't get a confirmation. I got a confirmation that I pre-ordered it, but I didn't get a tracking number. So I was like, "This is weird." So I went on Xbox and I started talking to a chat person, Xbox help or whatever it is, and I was telling them like, yeah, I pre-ordered a headset, and it's okay. And I'm saying I'm trying to look for my tracking number. He's, oh, you could just find it here. I said, it's not there. I only have an order number. He said, oh, okay. So I gave him the order number, and they was like, they literally they messaged like, we're sorry, we didn't ship it for whatever reason, and so I was like, what? And he said, our apologies, I'll give you a $10 credit.
Like, I don't want $10.
Yeah, I try not to get upset. So I was like, whatever. Yeah, so long as I get my headset, it was like, okay, we're gonna do an expedited shipment, and you should receive it within the next day, which is not today because I didn't get it today, so it had to be tomorrow. So I was like, whatever. I was like, all right, I get that. But if Microsoft is hearing me, I wish I get one of those cool stands that those influencers get.
I know, right?
I mean, for my going through my trolls of pre-ordering this thing on day one when you release the commercial. I think that would be nice if Microsoft does send something like that my way, but that's just a hint. If you want my gamers tag, it is Solid Snake 530. If you really want to know that, Xbox. Wink, wink. No, I'm in all honesty, I was upset at first, but it is what it is and stuff. So I mean, stuff happened, but I'm glad it was able to fix it. Yeah. So I got a tracking number. It should be in soon, but I'm glad you got you. I'm glad you got your. Yeah, so I'm glad you got your headset because I know it's sold out everywhere. Because I tried to look on Best Buy, that was kind of like the first thing I was going to do. I was going to cancel the Xbox just in case if they would have told me some stuff like, "Oh, it's sold out" or whatever the case may be, or they may give me some some crap saying like, "Oh, our system was down," and so I was looking everywhere, and everything seemed like from Targets to Best Buy to Walmart, Amazon.
That's just crazy.
Yeah, it was all. The headset that you have right now is all sold out, and yeah, it's crazy. So go ahead, tell me your preliminary review because I don't have it. I have a PlayStation, so
yeah. So I mean, I only had it for a day, right? Because it just came out, and again, I had some things I didn't like at first. I don't want to count it out. The sound quality so far to me is better than the PlayStation. To me, I may have to put the PlayStations on again and listen to it.
Hold on for a minute. So you saying that hold on for a minute. This is their first attempt of making a headset, a real headset. Actually, no, this is the first attempt they ever made a headset, and you saying this better than PlayStations?
Yeah, what I think it is, they probably bought a Sony headset and they probably dissected it and see what they can do better, and it seemed like it's that case. But again, it wasn't a perfect experience for me when I first turned them on. Like I said earlier, I got the headset, I was so excited, and then I synced it to the Xbox and it went update, and I put it in my ear. And I was seeing how it felt, because I looked at all the reviews from Linus and everybody else and see what they were talking about. So it's what they say. And then when it was time to play games on it, I had a static like in my ear. I'm like, what? This is garbage. What is this? So then,
that's terrible.
Yeah, the static wasn't appealing. And then I downloaded Skyrim from Microsoft new deal with that. Well, I'm sorry, not new deal. They bought Bethesda. They put all the games on the Game Pass, and I downloaded Skyrim. And by the way, Skyrim is freaking amazing.
I wish I could get my mic and drop it, but I'm not going to do that. It's $100 mic. But yeah, Microsoft did the thing on that one. Go ahead, proceed.
So and then I went to use the headset on the Skyrim, and it was going in and out, and it was not a good experience. So
the signal was dropping from your headset.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like. Ooh, so I'm like, man, what is this? But when it worked for the short period of time it did, it was just amazing just how accurate voices are coming and the surround and all that stuff. And it throws you off. Like if somebody's talking and you turn your character head, it fades out as if you're right there with them. It's really sweet. You do get that Dolby Atmos thing. I don't know what's integrated with it. I haven't looked too far deep into it, but to me, I felt like it was everything in one. I don't know if this one of those headsets where it's optimized. I know they have, if it's not spatial 3D audio, then they have Atmos, they have all these other, and I think they have, Xbox has their own proprietary software that works. So whatever experience you get,
Windows spatial audio.
Yeah. So whatever experience you get, if the spatial audio is not working, the Dolby Atmos is, and it's freaking amazing.
You got to enable that though. That's the only thing.
Yeah,
I don't think you enabled it.
No. Yeah. Well, then whatever's working, it was working, and I thought,
well, that's good.
It was pretty good, and to me, it seems much louder than the than the PlayStations. And I do love the extra features. Like when I was watching all the YouTube videos, they said the perfect sweet spot for the bass is like +6, the super bass. And
Yeah.
it really is. You can really feel the headset's rocking. And if your ear is touching the inside of it, you can feel the subwoofer moving in, like it's vibrating. Like it vibrates loud. And I can only imagine if I turned it up to like 10. I think it goes up to 10. It's the bass is amazing.
10 or 12. I think it's maybe 12. But yeah.
The bass is
no, that's
amazing.
that's crazy good. I think I know what your issue is. I think there's a setting on there. I have to take a look at once I get my headset and I play with it. I could let you know what it is. I think because I watch your average consumer. He was mentioning the same issue, and I think there's a setting for I think it's the mute on the mic. It's something to do with the settings, and you can
put it on medium.
Low, medium. Yeah, there's low, medium, and high. And I remember he was saying he was hearing that hissing sound. Yeah. And he was playing with the settings, and I forget, and I can't remember at the top of my head, but he said he tweaked something, and he said he wasn't hearing the hissing anymore. Yeah. So I say probably y'all just have video on there once I get my headset.
I think that technology works is if you're not in a quiet room. That and right now, like where my studio is, it's completely quiet. Like right now, if you use it at your desk, Max, you really have no use for it, for muting the stuff in the background. But for folks with kids and stuff like that, I think it'll work perfect, or just much louder environment. But I do everything at night. My streaming, a lot of my content creation. When I do it at night, and I don't have a lot of sound, so I have no use for the pick up your voice only. Who does it best is NVIDIA with their NVIDIA broadcast, where they mute the whole background, and I mean it's perfect. It works amazing. And if you want to naturally, you can get a dynamic mic, right? You can get a Shure SM7B or a Rode Pod mic, those dynamic mics where it only picks up certain sound like this much away from the microphone, and then everything else out, it mutes it out so it doesn't pick up keyboard sounds. And those type of mics you got to have close to your face. I mean, with the software you can expand it and that type of stuff, but just I have no use for the whole mute background until it picks up your whatever the feature's called, till it picks up your voice. I have no use for it. But when I used it the second time, I played Skyrim again today, and the Xbox headset works fine. I don't know who connects the fastest. I mean, they're both the PlayStation and the Xboxes is lightning fast. When the moment you turn it on, it connects. Microsoft does have a cool sound. It has the Xbox sound, that where the Xbox fades into the background or fades inside when it cuts on, and then it has a connect sound when it connects, and it's super fast. It's lightning fast, so I do like that. So I'm gonna maybe next week I have a full review on it. Well, you'll probably make a video, but when I talk about it next week, then I'll have my full experience. But it was bad the first day, okay the next. So I don't know what I'm gonna get after that. I may play some more games after. I may play Skyrim again after this, to after we're done with the podcast and get some more into it. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. That's what. I'm looking forward to mine. Headset whenever it comes in. I mean, more like it's probably going
be tomorrow. If you got to expedite shipping, it'll be tomorrow. They don't want you upset because I'm pretty sure you're not gonna buy from them again. I don't think I want to buy straight from them. I may just go Best Buy.
I'm kind of shocked because Sony was. I mean, once I pre-ordered my PlayStation 5, they was on it and stuff. So it was like I was kind of shocked because I was kind of shocked because I was just saying like I'm getting it from the source. So
why should I have a problem?
Yeah, why should I have a problem or whatever? It is what it is. So I was just like, I just wait for the headset to come in. So, but besides that, there's some other good news from Microsoft. Man, it seems like Microsoft been hitting out the park.
They on a roll, man. Well, which news? Because I got a few articles pulled up.
Yeah, for the last two. Yeah. This week and last week, it seemed like they've been killing it nonstop. Let's go with shit. What should we start with? Go ahead and pick one. Now I'm just saying, it seemed like it's just a Microsoft. Well, I'm gonna say it's a Microsoft.
Let's go with PlayStation. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No,
Let's
no,
go
go
with
ahead.
the simpler news. We can start there, which is Outriders will be free on Game Pass. This is huge. I was so excited when when I saw this. I was so
Yeah.
excited. Whatever Microsoft did, they rubbed the sweet spot on that one because Outriders, I am having fun with it. I still need to kind of put more into it to really get a full thing of it. But as far as the demo, when I play, I liked it. It reminds me of Destiny, Division, Gears of War at the same time. There's only so much you can do with a looter shooter, right? I say the same
Hmm.
thing about first person shooters. There's so much you can, there's so much you can put into it for it to be different. But it's gonna feel good to have something new, kind of like Destiny. That's not Destiny. If you get what I'm saying, because Destiny's been running the
Yeah.
looter shooter for a while now. So we'll see what Square has to offer. It so far it seems like a good game. It seems like a let's see what the
Yeah.
replay value is. That's my issue. How is it going to be when we
Yeah.
replay the crap out of it?
Yeah. I mean, this is huge. I think this is. I think it's huge because the thing is that with the acquisition of Bethesda last week, and then Outriders is coming to Game Pass as well too. I mean that's huge. That's huge news because like right now on the Game Pass, um, there you pretty much have it's a hell of a lineup right now on Bethesda games, and
Hmm.
then you got Outriders coming out. It's going to be a brand new game that's going to be on Xbox Game Pass. And what's so crazy about it is that PlayStation owners, it's going to be it's going to suck for you guys, but hopefully you guys pick up the game. But for Xbox, it's like I have Game Pass. I had no reason. It just now it just reinforces the notion of the value of your book or where Xbox is going with this. You pay $15. I can't remember the pricing of it of the Game Pass, but you pay $15 or $18 a month. I think it's $15 a month, and you playing games that just coming out for the system. And so, if you was on the fence with Outriders specifically, and you're saying like, I don't know if I'm gonna pick this up, I'm gonna wait for the reviews and stuff. It's kind of like it's a hit or miss. Either you're gonna love it or you're gonna hate it, or you might be in the middle, and you really don't want to cough up the $60 just to buy the game. And now you're on Game Pass, you're paying $15 a month. You not only get this game, you get pretty much all the Xbox studio games plus Bethesda studio
And
games
EA
and
Play.
other and EA Play. So it's kind of like you have all these games plus a brand new game that is going to hit on launch day on Game Pass and stuff.
Yeah.
So, and the crazy part is this is cross play platform, so you can play this on your Xbox and play with PC. Not P. Yeah, I think you can play with P. No,
I
can you
haven't
play
looked
with
into that,
PC?
but I know you can play with
But you
PlayStation.
could play you could play
Hmm.
with the PlayStation, so it's cross play with PlayStation. So it's like it sucks for this is where I'm coming from. It sucks for PlayStation people because it's like PlayStation will have to buy this game, and Xbox I don't. I could play. I like if I like our friends right now. If they go ahead and get this game on PlayStation, we could play with them on Xbox for free.
Yeah. Yeah, I've
So
already teased one of our other friends. I'm like, man, feels good. I don't have to
yeah.
pay for the game, and he gave me a big fu. So
Yeah, I mean that's something. I think that's something that I think people really gonna have to think about because I know, X- I know Xbox didn't have the best launch and stuff, and I'll admit that. Like I said, Sony came in hot with their launch lineup,
yeah,
but we kept on saying too, Xbox is gonna have this year, and so far
yep. So far, they're keeping up with their promise,
Xbox.
man.
Like I
Well, you
said,
know what? No, it's not a
January.
promise. It's not a promise. We kept saying because we're trying to predict this thing. We kept saying Xbox is going to have a nice year for 2021. And at the time, we were kind of only relying on Halo. And
Yeah,
when they had the Xbox Showcase, some of the exclusives that we really didn't get, like Avowed and that type of stuff. But now you got the
yeah.
Monkey King that's going to come out. You got Crimson Desert, the Hood that's going to come out. Oh no, is
Well,
that that's I'm
I'm talking
sorry.
about I'm talking about just only exclusive for
Yeah, yeah,
Xbox.
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
mean, yeah,
Either
I
way it
mean,
go,
you got
it's
to,
nice. This is
yeah,
a home run here. This is a home run
yeah,
because and it also works for Square Enix, right? Square Enix,
Yeah.
this is a good start for a brand new game that you're doing. So, I wouldn't be surprised, say, like, if, 3 years pass and Outriders 2 come out, that it probably won't be Game Pass, because this helps Square Enix be put on the map. If the game turns out good, and whether they decide to put it on Game Pass, or if Sony was to kind of open their arms and allow them to put it on PlayStation Plus Collection or something, then people are going to come back to this game if it's good, if it's good like they say it is. How many times have we heard games are so good and they got all these awards and they come out and they suck? And sometimes you just got to take a chance like they do. Let's put it on Game Pass, because Microsoft, I believe, pays them up front whatever it costs,
Yeah.
so they can use it however they please or keep it on there however they please.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good move for Square Enix, if you want my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, they're gonna make their money.
Yeah.
They're gonna make their money, and it's just, and this is just a start of it. That's the crazy part about it. This is not something that Xbox is going to be done with it. It's so much more stuff that Xbox having in works that I think people really don't realize, and they're going to keep on hitting. It just seemed like it's been news after news after news, like almost, I want to say it's daily, but it's been pretty consistent.
Yeah.
This March.
Yeah.
This March. I mean, like after the Medium came out, what's it, January? Yeah, I think it came out January. And then we got the EA Play that's that started. Like I said, I think February was the only time that I think February Xbox really didn't come out with anything, but
a lot of the software stuff they were doing, like the auto HDR and the
auto HDR for older games, and then now you could talk about the FPS boost.
Oh yeah.
That's another thing. That's another thing for Xbox that people don't know about. If you look at Bethesda game now, on the old Bethesda games, the FPS boost, they went from 30 to 60 frames per second. So if you look at Prey, Dishonor, Fallout 76, Skyrim, they're all 60 frames now. And I haven't had the chance to play it yet. I've been quite busy. But going up to 60 frames, it's a total changer. I know I looked at a video from Digital Foundry, and they were just talking. They was reviewing Prey, and they said it's a different game. It's a totally different game, because they said they couldn't play it on 30 frames. They said it was just terrible on the older gen console. Like even on the Xbox One X, they said they couldn't play it. It was just a 30 frames. You just couldn't do it and stuff for that type of game. And so you got FPS boost for that, and then you got FPS boost for other games too. I can't think at the top of my head.
So Dishonor, Elder Scrolls, Skyrim, Fallout 4, 76, and Prey. So as far as on the Bethesda hand,
but Microsoft has some other games too. I can't think of the
let me see if I can pull them up.
Yeah, but this is only the beginning, and they're giving auto HDR on the older games that never had it and stuff. I mean, those that is like, Xbox is killing it. I mean, when it comes to that. And they have the Xbox Game Pass too. So and they're gonna have some more games that haven't announced. Man, it's like I said, they're kicking ass. They are kicking ass with regards to that. Just you probably could Google. Oh yeah, here it is. Go at the top. There's a couple games right there. Watchdog. There's there is Far Cry, Sniper Elite 4. I play a little bit of that. Watchdog 2. That's a decent game. Far Cry 4. That's a really good game. That's a fun game. I haven't had the chance to beat the game yet, but I played a good chunk of it. And going to 60 frames. And look at this, a new Super Lucky Tail. I think it goes up to 120 frames, and I think it's a native 4K. If I'm not, I think they boost that to a native 4K only on that game. I'll make sure I'm very clear on that.
Yeah. Well, I will say the how they're achieving this. I believe that the Fidelity FX API is there. AMD is starting to unlock it
Oh,
now,
the
and
AMD. Yeah.
yeah, so that it's the same as DLSS. If you don't know what DLSS is, it's basically a high technology upscaler that's way better than what we've ever had. As far as getting those games up to a certain frames and having them look
Mhm.
decent. And at one point, I think I read an article said that that might be the way to go for people to expand 4K 120 in the future. So that wouldn't surprise me if they come out with mid-cycle consoles that are a little bit more powerful, but everything's Fidelity FX, and they'll do all this promotion. Hey, all games run at 120 4K or just 120 in general. Um, I think a lot of people are satisfied with just the 60 frames per second everything for right now, because
Yeah.
there's millions of people that haven't even experienced that yet. They've just been playing PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and Xbox One X and all that stuff. So they really haven't got the opportunity to experience those high frame rates. But now it's normal, excuse me, to hit a 60 depending on if it's optimized for the system.
Yeah.
But as far as I think Windows has already computers in general has already done it, but I know that Windows has uh switched back over to gaming like everything now, and I think they have a game mode that
That's the
allows
other
you to do that.
announcement. And
Yeah,
that's the
yeah.
other announcement. I think I just sent that to you today. Windows uh for I forgot what was the article I sent to you. There it is. Over 1,000 plus games are now going to add HDR because of
Hmm.
Windows.
Yeah,
So this is Microsoft standpoint.
yeah,
So I think people really don't grasp that Xbox is really not playing and stuff. They are really like I said. I granted they don't have this a lot of exclusive games like PlayStation does, but they are going over and beyond to go back on the older gen games to re-experience that for the next gen console or what PC been experiencing all this time. And then with PC, they added HDR with for games that haven't had it back then. And
yeah,
so that's kind of like what Microsoft is like. They breaking their backs for gamers and stuff. They really do they really do care for gamers and stuff. So that's why I think is very good for what Xbox is doing.
yeah. Uh, I mean, PC has kind of been slow in the HDR world. This helps a lot. I know Steam has kind of been the forefront of kind of the gaming staple on PC, and then you have the Epic Game Store and
Mhm.
GOG and all those other places. But you can always game it, whatever, long as you have the appropriate graphics card, you can hit whatever resolution or frame rate you desire with whatever rig you build. But HDR is always lack. Like TVs have led the staple with the HDR thing, and nobody seems to understand why it took so long for HDR. I mean, only thing I can think of is developers if they want to implement that in their games. But to
Yeah.
me, because it has to do a processing. You got to process those contrasts between the blacks and whatever. But um, the PC should have been done this. Their monitors are usually the forefront of the newest technology that comes out. They're usually
Yeah.
always ahead of the game, but I think the gap is closing
Except for
now.
except for the HDR
Yeah,
stuff.
except for the
That's
HDR. So
Yeah, that's one of the biggest drawbacks of monitors and stuff. I like I said, I agree, Ramon. Everything except for the HDR. That's they. I don't know what's kind of like holding them back. It's like I don't know why they do a HDR 400, HDR 600 and stuff like that because that's not really HDR. HDR should be at 1,000 nits or
hmm
above. And it seemed like I know manufacturers can do it, like LG, Samsung, and I'm just trying to think of other manufacturers at the top of my head.
yeah,
Um, but it's just a thing. I don't know. It's just kind of like they come up with these incremental updates every year. I mean, TV manufacturers do the same damn thing too, and that's what kind of like gets me a little irritated about how they do this. But Yeah, so since Microsoft did this and stuff, I hope this kind of push a manufacturer who make gaming monitors into the standard of HDR 1000 and stuff. So if they could start doing that at a minimum price, at a good price, then that would be good. But I'm afraid that with the demand of everything going on right now, it's kind of like PC monitor prices are kind of going up. So that's been that's kind of like another discussion on another day and stuff. But yeah, but it's a good thing. So those are all good news and stuff. So
we can switch gears a little bit. This is the one you sent me.
The one about PlayStation.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, we got to bring in some PlayStation news too. So PlayStation is giving out 10 free games. So so it's a good thing. I can't remember. I remember Horizon. Here. Yeah, it's a list there. I remember Horizon Zero Dawn was one of them. What else? Actually, it was some really good games.
Abzu, The Witness, Enter the Gungeon, Subnautica.
Yeah, some of these games I
don't know any of them really.
Yeah, I really don't. The only thing that struck me was Horizon Zero Dawn. That was one of them. All these other games I really don't know that much. But I mean, it's 10 games. It's free and stuff. So I see that Sony is trying and stuff. I'm not saying that they're not trying and stuff, but they're not on the same level as Game Pass by any means necessary. But
they need to do more with their PlayStation Plus collection, because I've been waiting to see if they're going to add more to it, and it seems like they're not.
But it's not just a PlayStation Plus. Is going back on the old games and optimizing it, kind of like what Xbox is doing right now. That's what Sony really needs to do, because it's like they did it for Final Fantasy Remake. They finally going to optimize it, but it's not going to come out to June. I'm happy that they're doing it.
Yeah, I'm happy. I can wait for that.
Ghost of Tsushima, they did do an optimized version on there, which is great, fantastic.
God of War, I believe.
God of War, they did that, but I think they need to do a lot more titles. And one I could think of is Last of Us Part 2. I bought the game. It's on my PlayStation 5. I played it a little bit, but I put it down because I'm hoping that they could come out with an optimized version on there. It looks good. I'm not saying it's bad or anything, but I was just thinking to myself, what if they optimized it to put 60 frames on there? Whew, man, that would be amazing if they did that.
PlayStation needs to go ahead and create the firmware to unlock these SSDs. I am so ready to put an SSD in this thing, the NVMe drive. So I know they're going to be expensive, but man, I need it because I've been holding off on what I want to play. I actually do have about 10 games on my PlayStation, and I still got about 200 gigs left. So they're really doing good as far as optimizing the gigs on there. Because I went back to some of these old games that used to be 90 and 100. They're like 60 now, and that type of stuff.
Yeah. And to your point, and Xbox, their games are so big. And
they're huge, man. I'm already at 200 and only got.
I had to put a pause on that, but you know what I mean. It's just like they'd be like 100 gigs, and I'm just like, man, come on, man. It's like you.
Halo is 100 gigs. Call of Duty is like 170 something gigs. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's nuts because it's kind of like, for me, I don't know. It's just like Sony did a good job so far with it, and I kind of wish that Xbox does the same thing. Who knows? Who's to say and stuff like that? But yeah, Sony. So kudos to Sony for doing this and stuff.
They need to the Xbox Game Pass, and I don't mean to interrupt, is the way to go. I can see the future of games to where everything is going to be a subscription live service. I can see that because Xbox is doing it right. I think I know this is pushing it, but if Xbox didn't have like games you can buy and the only thing you can buy was Game Pass, and you just had different tiers, kind of like how Sling is, where you buy the different tiers, you get more stations. If they would just do that alone, I still think they'll sell. If you didn't have to go and buy games, and if you just bought Game Pass and they just loaded all the games, whatever level Game Pass you got, I think the future is leading to that. Well, cloud gaming is trying to be on the rise at the same time, but I think that developers and stuff, if it pans out right, everything is going to be on Game Pass. If they have enough subscriptions, because they'll have enough money for it. So
I mean that's the future though. Is it they what's the future is a service and stuff. People do not want to buy games like they used to, and that's why I'm thinking what people are starting to realize, and Sony got to get their act together when it comes to that, because it's kind of like Microsoft already knew. They knew right then and there. It was like, yeah,
but it's not really with Sony, right? Because you got to look at it this way: the PlayStations are selling like crazy, so they have the money. They have the money. They have the customers. Kind of they're selling out kind of 2-to-1 when it comes to Xbox. But they're in a position where they don't have to make any moves really. They can continue what they're doing. People are still buying them like crazy. They're still more desirable right now, and they don't have to. I think Sony would do that if they see the sales and the profits start lacking. Then they'll start coming up with different ideas. But if they were to come up with an idea like Game Pass, they would literally kill the game. If you want my opinion.
You're right.
Yeah. So it was a while ago when everything started to go into crossplay, and PlayStation was just out of it. Like what for? We have 90 million. What I'm just throwing out a number, but we have 90 million people online every day. Like I don't need crossplay. That's basically how Sony was touting it. And and then when people started complaining enough about it, like, hey, we want to smash Xbox players in Fortnite or Call of Duty or whatever the case may be, and now developers, since PlayStation won't open, developers just do it on their own now, like Call of Duty. Like, all right, well, we'll just create our own service and they can crossplay. They don't have to do it through a proprietary Sony and Microsoft deal. They just do an Activision account. You sign into your Activision account. You could play with other players on different consoles and different platforms. So, and you're seeing a lot of that now. But Sony's starting to open up a little bit. I have a feeling if they had a ecosystem like Xbox, I think they would murder the game. I really think Sony should get more into the PC gaming world. They said they were. They said that they started with the remote play on the PC, but it stopped there. And now they're starting to release some of their first party games on it, like Horizon and Death Stranding. That you can buy those on Steam. I think it's on Steam, I believe. So if they start heading into the PC world, I mean, they're going to kill it, man. Especially with the sales that they have now.
Yeah, I agree. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's still that demand there too. So it's kind of like, like I said, Sony don't have an issue selling console. Microsoft is not going to have an issue selling console. I think what it's going to come down to is the service, which I've been talking about, and the games and stuff. And I think Xbox has the edge when it comes to service. My opinion, but right now the games are still on Sony side. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's my thing. But I mean, it's good news that they are giving out. I mean, it's 10 free games. I mean, you can't beat that. That's fantastic news. So,
all right.
Yeah, well, just free game.
So let's move on to the biggest news of it all. And this is our last topic too. So yeah, here we go, Microsoft. So Microsoft, from what I'm seeing, is looking to acquire Konami and Sega. Like they just can't get enough.
Is, do you think it's true?
No.
You don't think so?
I think
you don't think there's gonna.
I think there's talks. I because Sega's been holding their own for so long. I don't know if going to Microsoft will be a thing, but I mean, out of all the articles that I read, Microsoft is doing this because the reason why their sales are under is because they don't have the Japan market. This will help them in Japan, like tremendously, because that's all they know over there. Is Konami is very popular, Sega is very popular over there. Sega has a long history in Japan, dating back to the old consoles from the Genesis all the way to the Dreamcast and the Saturn and all that stuff. So,
I don't know.
if this is true, if
I
this is
think,
true,
yeah, I'm hoping it is
yeah,
because, uh, like I said, I love Sega so much. They they like I said, I kind of wish they never got the whole consoles and stuff, but it just, man, it's just like that always been the best epic battle against Nintendo and PlayStation at the time when PlayStation came in and stuff. And I don't know. I kind of wish Sega never got out the game with that. But yeah,
yeah,
that would be
because
interesting. If Microsoft get Sega, man, I'm just thinking about the iconic IPs and stuff. I'm thinking about Sonic the Hedgehog. I mean, Sonic alone, right there.
I still play the Sonic games, even the new ones like Sonic Mania was awesome. I had fun and
yeah,
I
that's
beat it too.
yeah. I was just thinking about when I had a Sega CD. I was just like, man, I used to be it used to be everything Sega in my on my side. So I don't know. That would be good news, but the Konami part, that's the part is I really hope that's real because with Konami, goodness, that would be just think about it. Metal Gear Solid,
Contra,
Contra, Silent Hill,
yep, Silent
right
Hill.
there. Yeah, Silent Hill right there is going to change the
Yeah, but I
game.
don't know. But they don't have the Kojima mind in the back of it, so I don't know how good they would do.
Microsoft going to do whatever it takes to make that. If they get Konami, they gonna get Kojima and stuff.
Well, Kojima is
That's
PlayStation right now. That's he moved over to
well
PlayStation.
he have his own studio. He's not signed for Sony,
Oh,
so
okay. I
I
thought
don't
he
know.
was.
Yeah, so there's gonna be I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. It just a scene. I just hope it doesn't get to a point that Microsoft is too big, kind of like all these big corporations and stuff, and then they get to a point where they start dictating their stuff. I really doesn't. I really hope it doesn't get to that point and stuff, and then I'm going to be start rooting for Sony. So
Well, you know what? I'm not rooting for him. Okay, I will say this. Let me stop that. So I have been kind of an Xbox fanboy since the Series X. To be honest with you, I'm actually more of a favorite PlayStation. To be honest with you, but when Xbox announced the Series X and all that they stood for, I've just been a fanboy ever since. Um, but when I saw the look of the PlayStation, I did fall in love. A lot of people didn't like the look of it. I love this look of the PlayStation. The whole Alienware white. I like the white theme setup now. A lot of people wanted the black and that type of thing, but I'm still trying to. Because back then I loved the 360 until I went through 4 of them. And then I gave up on 360. I'm like, I'm done with this, and with the red rings of the death. And then my PlayStation caught the whatever the white light of death or red light, whatever it was. So they all died on me because I played the crap out of them. So,
yeah,
but and I'm still a PlayStation, and I've been playing the PlayStation since I bought the headset because the headset is just a much better experience. Now that I got the Xbox headset, I have a feeling I'll be playing the crap out of Xbox now.
yeah, yeah.
So
It's a totally different game, man. It's a
yeah.
totally different game.
I will say,
Uh,
Sony needs to update the drivers in their headset. At least to
yeah.
be louder, at least to add, because I think I'm not sure. You have to correct me on this one, Max. You know about this stuff. Atmos is a software feature, correct?
Yeah, so on Microsoft is a software feature, so you have to pay. I don't remember the price
Hmm.
at the top of my head because I bought it a couple years ago on the Xbox One X, and it's still, like I said, you could get to carry that software to the new Series X. So once you buy this subscription, this one time subscription, you own it on the Xbox Live. DTS is the same way too. You got to buy their subscription too. I just don't remember.
So the point I'm trying to make is that Sony can do the same thing. Whatever licenses they need to buy, or whatever the case may be, to whatever features they don't have that the Xbox have, they need to put that in their headsets and then come out with a firmware update and update this headset. I mean, don't get me wrong. The PlayStation headsets are amazing. They're amazing. But when you go from the Xbox to the PlayStation, it's just much louder. And then, I love the controls. The controls work so much better. Now, there's nothing wrong with the PlayStations. I just think the functionality is much better to turn the wheel. Because my wife came in and talked to me, and with the PlayStation, because it takes so long, you got to keep hitting the button or hold the button. To me, it takes too long. Xbox, I just turn it off and I can hear. It's just so fast. It's just so fast. I think that's an awesome feature. But I don't want to, again, I don't want to get too excited over the Xbox headset. I did have my problems in the beginning. But next week I'll have Max will probably come out this video Monday or whatever, but so you'll probably explain everything before we get to the next podcast. But I don't know. I got to get more into I don't want to judge it right now. I don't want to say it's better than the PlayStation, but if it sticks to what I think that I enjoyed out of it, then it is better. It is better. If I don't have those static problems and they're cutting in and out and stuff, then it's superior.
Yeah. I just wait to get my headphones and I'll let you guys know about that.
Yeah, and I don't have too many friends on. I wish that mic was detachable, because I don't have a lot of friends on it. Because again, I've been playing PlayStation throughout the years, so I'm not worried about game chat. So I wish the mic was off. I could just pull it off like I did my Corsairs, and just have the headsets in general. I still got to learn how to do the whole mobile phone hookup and all that. The directions really don't give you too much, so I guess I got to play with it. But I'm excited for it. What I heard out of Skyrim when it was working, it was freaking amazing. It just, I don't know. Maybe I need to put on my PlayStation once and just turn it all the way up and see what I get out of it, and then cut that off and cut the Xbox on and see what I get out of it. Then maybe I can get a good concept of who's better. But right now, I guess I don't want to say this is better because it's new, and I want to give it props because I'll be judging it too early. So you got to give me some time, but I just feel like it's better. To me, it feels better, more superior. So as far as sound quality, and then it's only $100. You can't beat that.
That's the thing is about it. Look, I'm in a headset just like everyone else and stuff. You know what would be a good video is if you could blindfold a person and then put
on one of these headsets,
and say which one is better. And that was one thing that I kind of wish Linus would have did on his tech stuff. And that's what kind of like he kept on saying like, well, it's a $100 headset, but I bet you and stuff. I mean, because I'm surprised about these PlayStation headsets that I have on. I think they're really good. I bet you I have the Astros. It's in another room. Astro 850s, but I have an older version. It's a Gen 3.
Right.
Comparing these with the PlayStation, they're very close. Don't get me wrong. The Astros are a tad bit better, but I paid $250. Yeah, $250 during that time when it came out.
Right.
And these are just $100 headset. So what my proposal is that if we have somebody who doesn't know what type of headset that they have on and just hear the sound, I bet you they'll go for a PlayStation and a Microsoft headset. I have an inkling. I think people are just so stuck on price and stuff. So, well, it's just $100 headset. It's a cheap headset. And they're saying, oh, the microphone sucks and stuff like that. The Astro microphone sucked too. And it's not and I paid $250 and stuff. So I'm that's what I'm going to put in my next video. I'm going to do a mic comparison and just have you guys determine which one is better. And I'm just laying it out right then and there. I think they're all on the same level when it comes to microphone wise. So I don't know. That's just my
I'm
two
in the
cents.
same position as you because I have on these Sennheisers. They're very expensive. And what's funny is if I can put the Microsoft headset and the Sony headset priced together, it still doesn't cost more than the ones I got on, and they have more features. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's very crazy. So yeah, man. Just
Yeah.
I'm excited. I gotta test it out. I'm testing out some more tonight. I'm super excited about Skyrim. I've never been this excited about Skyrim. I've had Skyrim since it first came out 5, 6, 7 years ago, and they keep refreshing it. People keep modding it, and then now it's optimized for the Series X. Well, I think it's optimized for PlayStation, isn't it? Is it on PlayStation?
Yeah, it's on PlayStation.
Yeah.
I just don't know if it got the mod for the 60 frames.
Okay.
That's the part that I'm not sure. I
Okay.
know even before they did the FPS boost, I know there was a mod for it. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure for PlayStation. I'm not
Okay.
100% sure.
Well, either way it go, I never thought I would get back into Skyrim, but I am having a ball with Skyrim right now. I've only played 30 minutes into it because, with kids and family, I got short bursts of time here and there. But everybody's asleep now, so I think I'm going to try to take advantage of it and really see how these headsets perform. I love the fact that I love the functionality of the wheel. You can just turn it down at an instant, so.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Other than that, that's all I have for today.
All right. Well, that's a good one. Oh yeah, just give everyone a heads up. I finally got that Sony A90J. Woo!
When you gonna make a video on it?
I'm trying to do
Are you gonna
it
do
right now.
Are you gonna do a
I'm
time
probably
lapse?
gonna try to. What'd you say?
Are you gonna do a time lapse of install?
Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do unboxing and a basic setup. So that's going to be my video right now. I'm looking at it right as we speak, and I want to see how this goes. So far, it's 25 minutes. I'm trying to cut this down, but yeah, because I did it on my phone and then I also did it on my Sony camera too.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to edit all that stuff. So hopefully, I say if not tomorrow, it'll be Friday. I'm gonna put the first video on the A90J and stuff, and then when I get my headset, that's gonna be my Monday video, and then I'm gonna have some more videos on the A90J just to see what people want to see and stuff like that. But so far, I am loving this TV and stuff. Yeah. So right after I get off this podcast, I am going to
play with it some more.
Yeah, I'm gonna play with it a lot more. So
what do you got? Just kind of sitting on the stands for right now?
What'd you say?
You got it sitting on the stands for right now?
Oh yeah, I got it sitting on the stand on the stand right now, and they're gonna wall mount it this weekend. So first, the reason why I didn't wall mount it yet because I want to make sure that it's not a defective TV. I would hate to wall mount this TV, turn the TV on, and find out something's wrong with it. I'll be so pissed.
Yeah, that happened to my father.
Yeah, so that's why I'm just good. Yeah, I'll be. Oh my god, I'll be. So
yeah, that happened to my dad. We did that. We mounted it to his fireplace, and then we cut it on, and it was horrible. It was like somebody punched the screen, but the screen wasn't cracked.
Yeah, so that's kind of like my whole thing. I'd rather kind of like go through this and just see. Just see from there, and then just see how that goes.
Cool
and stuff. But
yeah, I got to get back to it. I've been so busy lately. I haven't been able to create content. I didn't stream for 2 weeks, so I got to get back on it. So life has just been it's just been extreme. Oh, well, Max knows. It's my friend, so he knows my stuff. But just know, guys, I got content coming. Just give me some time.
Yeah.
So, all right. Other than that, that's all I have. I'm on dog. Max Chambliss. You coming out with a video this Monday?
Yeah, I'm coming out with videos, and if you guys didn't check my video, I did post a video Monday about Sony A90J demo that I saw at Best Buy before I got the TV, and and then there's a firmware update that's not going to come out until winter 2021. So check that out. That's for VRR and ALM for Sony TV. So if y'all guys are interested, take a look at that and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yep. And guess what? I don't have any new content, so check out my old stuff.
Yeah, you can do that too. So,
all right, guys. Peace.
all right, have a good one. Take care.